Welcome, folks, to what promises to be a great Tuesday night of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Berry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Wizards have struggled the last couple of years, so some people were surprised that Bradley Beal signed an extension there. Beal said, "Today, a lot of stars want to team up. No knock, but I'm a firm believer in sticking with what you got. If I win a championship in D.C., that'll hold way more weight than if I just left and tried to get one." Kevin?
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. They're still in the bottom third of the league, but see a little bump up in the rankings.
And with where Washington is, they were obviously hoping to start out better. Still, too soon to panic. But lately they've had very little luck and seem to be trending in the wrong direction.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Avdia out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Beal in at the 2. And for the Thunder, they've got Horford. Williams is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Roby in at the 4 slot. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well to, when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Horford has a wide open look. Off target with his 3. So the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Jazz in Utah. Westbrook, no good. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Here's Roby. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Another shot, and the layup is up and in.
Gilgeous-Alexander, skilled and athletic, and that time hits the offensive glass.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Westbrook with the bucket.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. A couple years ago, after making All-Rookie second team, we knew Gilgeous-Alexander was good. But, Greg, last season he went from good to great.
I mean, how about almost doubling his scoring average? Became a tremendous rebounder out of the backcourt. He gives you assists and picks up steals as well. Once he gains more strength, this guy could be a perennial all-star.
That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continuing to make not just baby steps in his improvement, but massive strides. You see the playmaking and the scoring coming together more and more consistently.
Brown is checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Len's checked in for the Wizards. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And Hachimura's given name, Rui, means fortress in Japanese. And that's what he looks like out there. He's worked hard in the weight room, sports a solid frame with a terrific core and that great lower body strength.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander following Russell Westbrook's 3. Here's Roby. That one a little long. For Washington, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And you combine Hachimura's power with that 7'2" wingspan, Greg. He's physically built to succeed in a positionless NBA.
And add to that, Kevin, he's got solid athleticism along with a versatile skill set. Hachimura still needs to work on creating off the dribble, shooting the jump shot with consistency, but with his work ethic, there's a good chance he turns those into strengths.
Westbrook with a screen for Beal. From outside, off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. Goes up on the block. Beal with the block. Fades away. He can't get that one to fall. Now the Wizards take it the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game missing all those chippies.
And the Thunder making a change here. Paladon's checked in. Brown no good on the free throw. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. To the paint. It's deflected. And they're pushing it up. Here's Roby. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Westbrook dishes to Len. Pass to Avdia. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
On defense, Oklahoma City. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. The Wizards with another miss. For Oklahoma City, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Over to the wing. Here's Dort. He's covered by Beal. Rejected by Len.
While putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
Left side, Westbrook. Washington again turning it over.
And check out the numbers for Beal. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 30 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Here's Rope. To the middle. Here's Brown. Washington with the rebound. Len's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Hachimura. Outside Beal. Great touch on the 16-footer. Beal's got 5 now.
And there's not an area on the floor where Beal can't do damage. He is a handful for any defense he goes up against.
Now here's Melodon. 9-point game his last outing, and he gets the bucket.
And I like the subtle adjustment he made to create a little space for that one.
Yeah, that's an awesome finish there for sure. Not allowing that big guy to have his way or alter the shot.
So here's Westbrook, trailing by 2. Here's Len. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
This guy's got a great nose for the offensive glass, and I like how he used those long arms that time to reach up, snag that rebound.
Now here's Melodon. Brown with a screen on Westbrook. Hachimura with it. There's the pass to Beal. Len kicks to Westbrook. High, arcing shot. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Williams. Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Melodon. There's the three. And Westbrook pulls it down. Washington's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Kicks to Avdia. Outside, Beal. Over Melodon. Beal can't get it to go.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Melodon. The dish to Williams. Passes it to Melodon. Shot clock at 5.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
And the pass to Len. Left side, Westbrook. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Pass to Dort. To end the drought. Good D by Westbrook.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And there's the drive. Banked in off the glass. Westbrook's got 9.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
Oklahoma City going with a whole new group out there. The Wizards also changing it up. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Len. Bertanis comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Matthews in for Avdia. Well, we've seen some head coaching changes, Greg. We're early in the season. How long does it take to fully implement, do you think, a new system with a new coach?
You know, it's a tough question, Kevin. It really can depend on how difficult or complicated the system is. But all things being equal, the experienced teams often learn faster because they just understand the game better.
The Thunder have made 1 of 3 free throws in the game. Free throw good from Bradley. And so Bradley nails both of them. For Washington, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. For 3, Westbrook. No good there. And the Thunder going the other way now.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Jerome. 17 points in his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Wizards. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
A matchup that only happens twice a year. These interconference battles can be a lot of fun.
Yeah, this one will be for sure. Interconference matchups are always pretty fascinating just because of timing on scouting and how often you watch teams like this affect some of the unpredictability of the East-West battle.
And here now the Thunder. Bradley Beal missing from long range. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Jerome passes to Bradley. They now take the lead.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside, Beal. Going inside and finished off by Beal.
Well, Westbrook draws so much attention, so takes advantage there, finds a teammate.
And you know, we often talk about Beal's skill set and his finesse. He can play a very physical game as well, Greg.
He doesn't have a choice. I mean, he had 4 brothers who all played football in college, so he kind of grew up around the physicality. And you can also tell Bill's taking his strength and conditioning seriously, especially after having the lower body injury issues earlier in his career.
.44 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Pass to Pakusevsky. Passes to Bradley. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. And so it's Matthews with it, bringing it up now for Washington. They trail by 1. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Smith. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 1.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's the Thunder leading by a point. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
Washington with the ball. So the Wizards 5 right now. Manning the backcourt, it's Smith and Beal. Alex Len out there with Davis Bertans. And it's Matthews in at the small forward position.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Thunder with the lead. Here's Pakusevsky. No points in the game yet for him. Maladon with the bucket.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Smith scanning the floor. Here's Bertans for 3. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. Bertans got himself on the board with 3 there.
Terrific job by Smith to dish that one off to his open teammate right there.
Here's Maladon, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Brown's checked in, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Hachimura, he's checked in for Matthews. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's the pass to Smith. Shoots from 14. Rebound by Muscala.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Now here's Melodon. He's got 7.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Pass to Hachimura. Back to Smith. Just 5 to shoot. It's good. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Feeds it to Brown. Out to the right wing. Here's Pakusevsky, and he drops it in from the low post.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Neto surveying the floor. Pass to Bertans. Ball's knocked loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And we have some time now to show you which rookies have the greatest impact offensively over the course of the last month. You look at Melodon, 3rd in the league. He typically dominates out there. He can seemingly score at will.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
For 3, Smith. The shot, no good. And the Thunder going the other way now. Mikhailuk passes to Melodon. Oklahoma City moving it around. Poked away, but they'll get another chance. Passes it to Pakusevsky. The pass to Mikhailuk. The 3. Len grabs the board. Len's got 7 rebounds in the game. Smith outside. Pass to Bertans. Inside. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Mikhailuk passes to Melodon. Now here is Smith. He's guarded closer. A floater, and the rebound goes to the Thunder. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the right side. To the inside. Land against Brown. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Neto. Floats one up. And that one is off. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get like blown out in that game, but it felt deflating and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going no matter who they had out on the court.
And here is Melodon. He has 7, and yes, it's good.
That's more like it, rounding into form after a very, very difficult first quarter.
Diaz checked in for Washington. Russell Westbrook comes in for Smith.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Russell Westbrook. Great showing for him last season. 7th in scoring, 11th in steals, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
And back to his points per game average last year, he literally propped up the team's offense whenever they needed it.
Well, the defenses are geared up to prevent Westbrook from getting to that position, so he just goes ahead and takes it.
Here's Maledon. 9 points in the game so far. On the wing, Williams. That 3 off the mark. Wizards trail by 3. Westbrook drives in. The ball's through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
He scores in so many different ways, but most of them have to do with attack mode and aggressiveness.
Dort passes to Maledon. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That is his first foul of the game. Several teams changing it up here. And the Thunder with the possession here. Bradley is screen on Westbrook. To the left wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dort. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
It's Bradley on the wing. Passes it to Jerome. It's tipped. Now Westbrook. He's got 13. Outside, Beal. Shoots the 3. They shot off that time. So the Thunder will take it the other way. Here's Dort. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
That's how you set a screen. You got to be quick to the spot, separate from your defender, set your feet, and then hold your position. He nails all 3 aspects there.
And the Thunder making a switch here. Beasley's checked in. And a change for the Wizards. Matthews is checked in. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent, but 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those 2 guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. Here's Dort. And there's the pass to Beasley. They set the screen with the teardrop. Westbrook with it. Pass to Gafford. Into the lane. He dishes it to Beal. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Here's Jerome. Latre buries it from 3-point range. Jerome's got 5 now.
And we've seen this offense step back into 3-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
Westbrook drives in. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. The Thunder with the lead. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and All they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
Look now at the best rebounders from the point guard position over the past month. 5th, Russell Westbrook.
And this is a unique group of players. It's not often we talk about the rebound leaders at the point, but with these guys, it's warranted because of just how well they do it.
It's a dimension of the game that so few point guards have, and it's an attribute that makes them much more valuable to their ball clubs. To have that many rebounds coming from the point guard position, what a plus you got there.
Beal finds Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
Out of bounds, Washington takes possession. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Sunday, they'll take on John Wall and the Houston Rockets. Outside Westbrook. He's feeling it. It doesn't go for him.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
To the wing right side. Here's Dort, and he gets it to go. Dort's got 5 points so far. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. And Westbrook, here we go, makes it off the glass. Westbrook's got it all tied up now for Washington.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, and ramp it up.
Here's Jerome. He's covered by Westbrook. Pass to Dort. He takes it in. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Avdia, the pass to Gafford. And Beal kicks to Avdia. Sinks that one from the post.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Passes it to Bradley. That's tipped. And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, how confident are you that there's nobody that can stay in front of you?
Very confident. I have a lot of confidence in myself. I put a lot of work in the summertime, and I'm very confident.
That is never a problem for you, Russ. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. If your name is Shaquille O'Neal, raise your hand, please. I guess Shaq's not here today. If your name is Kenny the Jet Smith, raise your hand, please. There. And I'm Kevin Harlan. And some teams are forced into blowing up the roster, Shaq. Not long ago, Oklahoma City did it voluntarily.
Yeah, there probably was a lot going on behind the scenes. And, it's rare that, you can keep two superstars under long-term deals.
Yeah, the franchise didn't want to rebuild halfway. No team wants to be stuck in mediocrity.
Kind of like this team, although we are stuck there. And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter is set to begin in just a few.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams is out there with Horford. And it's Roby in at the 4 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Good work there as it goes.
Again, using his frame and size right there, Westbrook, one of the strongest finishers we have in the game.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Horford with a screen on Westbrook. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
The Wizards with the lead. Beal, the pass to Westbrook. Fires the 3. Dort grabs the miss. And for the Thunder, they're shooting around 41% on the night.
And a former high-level recruit, Dort went undrafted, but it didn't take him long to make an NBA team and contribute.
He played around 20 minutes a game last year for OKC, and he just really prided himself on bringing toughness and defense on a nightly basis. Trust me, there's plenty other guys on that roster who can do the scoring job, so he settled in nicely and continues to work on being more consistent offensively.
To the middle. With the fadeaway. The shot will not fall. Washington's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Hachimura kicks to Avdia. The Wizards with another miss. And the Thunder with the possession here. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Horford with the screen on Beal. Clock at 6. Williams outside. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for the Wizards. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. And Lopez throws it down.
At 7 feet tall, dunking is very easy for Lopez. Once he's this deep, the defense is in trouble.
Knocked loose. Stolen by Westbrook. Down low, here's Beal. The pass to Hachimura. Over in the corner, Avdia. Off target from outside. Thunder trailing by 4. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Wizards have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That's his third foul of the game.
Really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Wizards making a switch here. Len's checked in. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Oklahoma City making a change here. Mikhailuk is checked in, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Bertin is checked in. Pass to Mikhailuk. Oklahoma City moving it around. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Rejected by Len. They recover it. 5 on the clock. Brown with a screen on Hachimura. They could use a bucket. Rebound, Washington. Double team on Westbrook. Here's Bertinis driving to the basket. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Wizards shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
That one falls for Bertans. Muscala, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. He's off on the second. Thunder trailing by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
To the left side wing. Here's Mikhailuk. Drops in the tray. Mikhailuk's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Westbrook finds Beal. Fires, high post. He squares up and sinks it. Beal's got 10 points.
And great recognition there in the pick and roll. Beal usually able to make the right play.
Pass to Brown. Pass to Mikhailuk. Now Muscala. The 3. That shot off the mark. Wizards leading by 4. Beal the pass to Bertans. The kick out to Westbrook. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Theo Maledon picks one up.
He just has physical tools to make you go in there and foul him. Westbrook back to the line.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% from the line a season ago.
First one falls for him.
Westbrook, former MVP, a remarkable combo guard, and we know he does a little bit or a lot of everything.
Good on both. Thunder trailing by 6. There's the pick. Mikhailuk passes to Meladon. Now the pass to Mikhailuk. Here's the 3. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got his 5th rebound right now. Oh, the power on that. Through down.
Unreal. Well, a great attack by Westbrook. He's unleashing it right now on his opponent.
Meadows checked in for Hachimura. Well, it's not just point guards that can pass the rock. Here are the assist leaders among shooting guards over the span of the last month. Bradley Beal is second.
And with his skill as a distributor, he's probably just as comfortable at the point guard position as he is off the ball. They need him there at times in a pinch.
Well, he never puts himself before his teammates. We know that. And unfortunately, that's not something we can say about all the 2 guards in the NBA. He inspires a fantastic team-first attitude through the whole squad.
Here's Pokusevski. Guarded by Len. Brown. Good.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
Beal, that's for 2. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And this is Beal's role. He's out here to score the ball, and he does it at a high rate.
Meladon passes to Pokusevski. Pass to Mikhailuk. Here's Pokusevski. From the arc. Muscala misses. Now here's Westbrook. 28 points for him. He gets that one. And the Wizards lead by 10.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. Here's Pokusevski. Pass to Muscala. From downtown. Rebound by the Wizards. Westbrook's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Passes to Neto. And it's blocked by Brown. Here's Muscala. Rebounded by the Wizards. Len's got 8 rebounds in this game.
Yeah, pretty safe to say that this is the kind of game that you just want to flush as soon as you get done with it.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So we'll see Russell Westbrook go to the line here. Theo Maledon picks one up. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Washington.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Most coaches would settle for the opposition taking mid-range jump shots, but tonight they're on fire from there.
Hey, Brent, were you for or against the idea of the fake fans, the virtual fans we saw in the stands during the bubble?
Well, I guess fake fans would be the cutout ones, but there were real people sitting behind real computer cameras that were there. I did the experience myself, Kevin, and I thought it was a great way for the NBA to try to keep their fans engaged, to use technology to let the players know that people still cared about what was going on and that it wasn't just competition for competition's sake. We had basically an eagle-eye view inside the bubble. I thought it went well.
Right side Beal from deep. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game, 1 in each half.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Wizards leading by 13. Outside Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. It's stolen by Bradley. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Here's Jerome. The shot, no good. Now the Wizards take it the other way. And Matthews kicks to Westbrook. There's the triple. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
Well, he got off to a terrific start from the perimeter, but in the second half, he can't seem to build on that early success.
Jerome passes to Pokusevski. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Shot clock at 6. The pass to Jerome. Shoots over Matthews. Jerome, no good. Wizards have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Rebounded by Gafford. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Williams has checked in. Avdia's checked in for the Wizards. Here's Westbrook. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Westbrook's got 33 points.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Pass to Jerome. 36 seconds left to play here in the third. 6 to shoot. Here's Dort. That shot off. Great D that time from Beal. Outside Westbrook. Throws it up high. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Left side, Bradley. And it's blocked. And so it's Washington, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back right after this. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with Coach Scott Brooks.
I love enthusiasm. Let's just do our job every time down court. We make plays for each other. We can celebrate after this game is over.
Greg, it sounds like he doesn't want his team getting too ahead of themselves.
I mean, they just need to take care of business first. Continue to execute.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Wizards 5 right now. Russell Westbrook out there with Ish Smith. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Avdia. And it's Gafford in at the center filling out the middle. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Here's Jerome. Over in the corner, Williams. And the 3 ball is good. Williams has got the first field goal of the 4th quarter here for Oklahoma City. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Wizards. 17 points was their biggest margin. And good that time.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Jerome, good. And here's Westbrook. And he drives in. Roby with the rebound. Roby's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jerome passes to Williams. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th quarter.
Well, the D's so tight on him, it makes him alter his shot. And an easy chance turns into a tough one because the defense is swarming.
Westbrook with it. Williams picks him up. And it's Westbrook missing. Thunder trailing by 14. Here's Jerome. There's the drive. Washington with the rebound. Avdia's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Hey, yo, right here.
No good that time. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead. And not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he be a little bit more selective tonight.
Here's Jerome. Kept alive. A second chance effort. And that one's good by Roby.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Teams making some changes here. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. He told them, this is a game of runs. It's a game of momentum. We may have the lead now, but I'm telling you guys, it can evaporate in a hurry. Let's close this thing out. Kevin?
Westbrook up top with the crossover, and it's good on the way in. Westbrook's got 37.
And if you have that kind of quickness and can handle the ball that well, you're going to get off a makeable shot. Westbrook did it there.
Pass to Pokusevski. And here is Maladon. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Len with the block. Now Smith. This is it to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. It's deflected. Now here's Maladon. He kicks it to Brown, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his first foul. Raul Netos checked in for Washington. And here now the Thunder. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's Pokusevski. That misses off the backboard.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Westbrook with it. And there's the pass to Len. Now here is Hachimura. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Avdia. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the Wizards lead by 16. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Now here's Maladon. He's covered by Westbrook.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
From outside the arc, the Thunder pull it in. Brown's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Pass to Pokusevski. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Brown right side. Pass to Dort. Driving in and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Hachimura. Now here's Westbrook. Defense is right there. And the pass to Pokusevski. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
In transition, here come the Wizards. Westbrook leading the charge.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Ray, compare the times when you played as an NBA player with a lot more contact and a lot was let go on the floor to what we're seeing now when there seem to be a lot of whistles, a lot of stoppage of play.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. You know, you got to allow players to defend. And if they're in a legal guarding position, let them do their job. Eliminate the cheap ones. Part of the issue, though, partner, is now so much of the game is played on an island, right? You don't have the crowds that you typically would see guys in back in our era. There's more space. The court, in essence, is bigger. You're out there kind of on your own, man, and these guys are crafty at drawing fouls.
It's never been harder for a defender. Williams against Beal.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Man, you see his eyes? Westbrook never getting off the rim there, and he has to absorb the contact and still convert.
Trailing by 20. pass to Roby. We know the NBA is looking to get rid of the one-and-done rule pretty soon. Adam Silver, Greg, saying he thinks the league can create a better system. Do you think so?
I think they can create a better system for some. I think the growth of the G League, no doubt, is instrumental in that new system. Now these young rookies can get the playing time in lower-tier pro games as they continue to develop. But I think still the collegiate game plays a significant role. The experience of going to college, even for a year, can be invaluable.
There are pros both ways, college or the G League. Agreed?
I do. I'm just glad it's not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Now you have the option. Not every kid wants to go to college and have that experience.
That free throw, good from Avdia.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Thunder trailing by 21. Williams passes to Melodon. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far, and I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. Pass to Roby. To the paint. Brown inside. Then on him. 6 on the shot clock. Brown the pass to Melodon. Good D by Westbrook.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Here's Hachimura. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 6th assist on the night. Oklahoma City's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Here's Roby. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth. Brown the pass to Melodon. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Washington leading now by 22. And Westbrook, here we go. And finished off by Westbrook.
Just another foray into the paint by Westbrook. Has way too much speed to keep up with him.
Passes it to Roby. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Avdia with the rebound. For Washington, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Washington.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display
here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Horford the pass to Jerome. And Muscala has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Here's Jerome. This one for three. That shot missing. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks, Kevin. Russell, when do you know when to attack and when to lay off, when to pass and when to shoot?
I never know, man. I just see how the flow of the game is going. I try to stay in attack mode. That's what my team wants me to do, and I try to continue to do it.
Well, you were on your A game tonight, Russell. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you next time.